I think cash for keys is a great tactic as a landlord to solve a collection issue. You might be running the legal system by having 5-day notices, maybe filing for eviction, getting the sheriff involved, whatever it might be. But at the same time, cash for keys is something crucial to run alongside your legal approach. It's actually something you might be able to take back a little control in. Now, I think there's 2 crucial points in the eviction process or the collection process that you can utilize cash for keys that will give you more leverage than any other points in the process. Now, first point is you deliver that 5-day notice. Now, you have literally 5 days, and I'm talking specifically here in Cook County, Chicago. You deliver the 5-day notice, and that tenant has 5 days, business days, to basically pay you, or you go file for eviction. Now, you don't have to accept full payment. That might be a different video, but at that point, you might say, hey, I don't want to file for eviction. I don't want to screw up your public records. And if you can't come up with this money, then maybe you just move out by next Tuesday. Now, if you move out by next Tuesday, I'll give you $1,000 and help you with your expenses. Now, maybe it might not be $1,000, maybe it might not be next Tuesday, but your goal is to offer cash for keys, maybe prevent from having to file for an eviction for them, and then possibly getting out ahead and getting them to move out weeks versus months sooner than going the full legal process. That's the first time. So after you deliver 5-day notice. The second best time, if you have to take it the legal route and it goes that far, the second best moment in that process would be after the judge gives you a possession date. So typically in Cook County, the judge grants you possession, they give the tenant 7 or 10 or 14 days stay, and at that point, you're going to have to call the sheriff. Now, after the judge gives a date, that's where you call up your tenant and say, hey, listen, this is not ending well for either one of us. If I give you a couple $1,000s to help you kind of move forward, can you be out by Tuesday? Again, I always offer cash for keys in a time frame that is sooner than later, right? There's no kind of best practice, but just sooner than later. But that's another time. At that point, you guys are both seeing the writing on the wall. Maybe they're not realizing that how long the sheriff will take. Maybe there's just circumstances that they just want to move on as well too. They're embarrassed. Maybe they don't want the sheriff to show up and be embarrassed their family, maybe some of the neighbors they know, and so forth. So those 2 points are the best points that you need to interject cash for keys, have serious cash for keys conversation with your tenant. Now, don't get me wrong. I think every week you should maybe be and approach it through the process. Like, hey, listen, if you're willing to move out, I'm willing to figure out something I can help you with. You don't always have to be throwing numbers out there, but just kind of let them know, like, hey, listen, I'm willing to help you move on, and let me know how I can help you move on. A lot of times that translates to give them cash or cash for keys, or what we call it. So, cash for keys, important part of the landlord journey. If you're doing this long enough, you're going to run into collections issues. So understand what your options are.